Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, happy time so everybody. Good morning, Donna. Good to have you. Um, Sorry that it's been a couple of weeks. I've been um on vacation for the first time since last year. And it was very much needed. We got back a little more tired than we came, than we got there. I'm gonna explain all that later as well, but hey everybody, my name is Mike Jimmy de Bruin, creator of Life On Cora and CEO of Fairies and Ends, and welcome to Hang on Animation, where we do stuff like this, where we animate and yeah, make scenes. And we're working on a pilot for my comic series Life On Cora. But before we start all of that, I want to have a huge shout out to my patrons over on Patreon who help me keep going on this. Um, and if you want your name up in here as well and support a creator making indie animation and indie comics, and if you want to see previews on things like this, which is a page for my solo project Sage of Sunset, then hop on over to Patreon and yeah, I got tons of stuff there. Little behind on that as well. Life has been not too great for me. Um, Not like family wise, I'm okay, but there's things going around. Um, but we'll manage. And I am not working on open broadcast software because it stopped working for me right as I started my PC. So I have no idea what to do with that. I'm gonna trouble fix that later. Um, but last time we were working on this little scene. Let me see something more here where I was almost ready to color the Aquanid, and I did the voice lip syncing. So we're gonna go and work on the background, which is just gonna be a blur, because they're flying through trees. So that is nice and simple. And that paper should not be that color. It can be a greenish because that's the color that is actually on lava core. So um, not last week, but the week before, my family and I went to Belgium because we needed some time off. We needed a vacation, and I had found a car that fit our family, and we bought it. It drove really well until right before the Belgian border, so about 3 hours before we arrived, like 3 hours after starting our journey. And yeah, that put a very very big um, bent into the vacation feeling for us. But still, we made the best of it. Aurora had a wonderful time. We went to the beach and we did a lot of fun stuff. Don't get me wrong. Um, but still, let's see. Actually, no, I'm gonna just do this cheap and it wasn't amazing. Let's keep it at that. Um, there is a let's see, where is the reference layer? Ah, there it is. Turn that off. So that kind of put a dumper on it, but it is what it is. We had a good time nonetheless. We rented the car there. It is what it is. But that is something ongoing right now. And that caused me a lot of stress the last couple of weeks, as you can imagine. Even if we have consumer protection here in the Netherlands, um, it's it sucks. Still, here we are. We're getting. Yeah, no, it is what it is, Donna. We'll get by. Like we're gonna get like we found the car for our family, and even like before the problem started with this car, um, Luz and I completely agreed that this car is perfect for us. This is the car we want. Um, it is spacious. It has her sitting comfy as the passenger princess. Um, so we are absolutely agreeing on the type of car that we found and everything. I want to change the canvas size. Let's go that there. And we're just gonna make a couple of top-down trees. And these are gonna be blurred over slightly, so they don't have to be all that perfect. But yeah, we still had fun, but yeah, we got home more tired than we left, which is not fun. Um, and so last week, I we left a day early already just to be sure that we had easygoing roads because it was Sunday and there would be little traffic. And so if something would have happened, um, it wouldn't have had as much impact as leaving on a Monday morning, as you can imagine. Isn't that the idea of a vacation to tire you out? That depends on what kind of vacation you go to. Um, because there are a couple that I went on where I absolutely came back a lot more refreshed. Nonetheless, we managed. We got that. We got by, and Aurora had a great time, which is one of the biggest things. Like it left a lot of impressions on her, and she had a great time. But yeah, last week when we were already home, and I was thinking, you know what, maybe I can do a hung animation if I'm home anyway. No, I was too tired. I had driven 7 hours on a drive that was supposed to be 3 or 4, depending. Yeah, well, that's the thing. We would have left when traffic was low anyway, because the first hour was in Belgium, and there wouldn't have been any highways until the border. So that would have been fine. Um, but it just, yeah, it didn't work out. So we left Sunday, which was a way better plan. Um, and yeah, it was something. Also, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am creating a background that I can slide along while the scene is playing out. It is only 2.5 seconds long. Here you go. So it's just gonna slide along like so. And it's probably not even gonna get remotely anything of what you're seeing here, because it doesn't have to be very fast. It just needs to slide by. But I do care about my background slightly, as one should, and that is why I'm doing this in a separate file. But yeah, other than that, I have done a wonderful commission for Rich Asplund, um, and designed his logo. I'm gonna leave it for him to decide when he goes live with that, because it is for his YouTube channel. And while I'm very proud of how it came out, it is for him to make public, because that's how commissions work. It's for the commissioner first and the world later. And yeah, if you like what I do here, if you want commissions as well, um, you can always hit me up with an email, because I love commissions. They get me out of my comfort zone. They make me work on things that I didn't expect to be working on. Um, and I do everything from, well, animation to logos to tattoo designs, um, to, yeah, comics, because I'm a comic creator as well. Um, and yeah, I do brainstorm consults as well. If you're like, hey, I got an idea for something, but I don't know where to go with it, um, yeah, hit me up. I love those. And yeah, other than that, I have a publishing house called Berries and Ants, where I publish Life on Cora. I publish The Saint Killer. Um, I do 6 series in total. It has all been put down a good bit on a low fire, because um, I got a wife and a kid in the last 3 years, and they have been keeping me busy. And so I had to make decisions on my creative endeavors, and one of them was to lower my output of comics, because babies are expensive. That reminds me, Rich starts his new job today. He might actually be a bit busy. We understand it. He and the guy who hired him are the only IT persons at the moment. Ooh, that's a good luck, have fun kind of story right there. On the other hand, I hope that he uh, he does well on this job, and I'm looking forward to see what he does with the logo and his YouTube channel growing, because that's what the logo should be for. And yeah, well, it's fun to talk with him. I hope that he's doing good in this job. Then I'm gonna filter motion blur. Yeah, that's the direction I want. Now I'm going to put this to the layer below and do washing. And this can be multiply. And because this is going to be moving anyway, like you're not going to see most of this. So like it doesn't have to be all that intense. But I am going to play around with the colors a little. So do that everywhere. There we are, like that. And then we turn that to folder. Copy that over here. And rename that folder 1. And then I want to transform that there. Then I want to activate keyframes. Add a keyframe. And this is going to be moving like there. There we are. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. And then the one below is going to be different. Like so. Yes, apply the transformation. Enable those keyframes again. I'm just going to move slower. There. And so you're going to have two separate layers. And then that background can be like, there-ish, I think. And so I want to copy like that. And make that the background. Slightly see-through. There we go. Let's see how that looks. when, let's see, 2-3 test 3. Oh, there's test 4. Whoops. Okay. Render. Carl would be here, but he's doing dog walking duty while his brother's washer, while using his brother's washer for laundry. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's nice to see you around, and for the people just watching in the background, good to have you. I hope you're having a great day. Honestly, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, had fun commissioning, um, working on animation, doing inking work. Let's see how that turned out. Let me add a video file. Here we go.
That look on your face?
Let's see.
And miss that look on your face?
So I'm gonna make them move just a little bit. Yeah, I want it like this. So remove that, add that. So what I'm gonna do is have them keyframed and just slightly move them over there. And then back. And there we go. And this should be a smooth polarization. And that is going to add just a tiny difference. It's just going to be a little different, but you're going to see it. You're going to feel like they're actually flying a lot more just by that little bit of movement. All right, add it to this thing again.
That look on your face?
Just a little bit of movement.
And miss that look on your face?
There we go.
And miss that look on your face?
There we go. I like that. So, yeah, we're getting there. And that looks like another scene completely done. So, what else we got? Not entirely sure, because I'm still pretty worn out, don't get me wrong. This last week has been tiresome as well. I should hear about the car today, and let's see. So we're waiting on a reaction on that. Actually, I can show you guys all the work done so far. Let's see. Where is that? That is the intro. That's studies. I have something dated somewhere. I don't know where that went. Let's see. No matter how many times I watch you do that, I'm still amazed at the outcome. Thank you so much. Again, it's a lot of it is doing, and honestly hoping for the best because I'm not a professional animator. Um, Everything you're seeing here is me learning animation, and of course I've been doing it for nearly 3 years now. At some point I'm gonna have some experience, but let's see, where do I? Ah, there it is, Video Studio. So at some point I'm gonna have experience, and I've done well over a minute of animation now for this pilot out of 9.5. I'm not nearly doing as much as I would have hoped, or as far as I would have hoped. Um, on the other hand, um, oh, there it is. Where does this share to? Oh, okay. Ah, that is where that is. Let me check this out. Documents. Doot, 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 doot. Um, there it is. No, I don't want to do that. Video file. Not that I know where I have to go.
Are you absolutely sure about this,
So this is
Toyvin?
everything done so
Absolutely
far.
certain, Oxen. If there was
Um,
any other way, I'd
until
consider
halfway
it.
last month.
Let's do it then.
The stones are stable. Follow my lead.
So, what do you
So,
know
yeah, we're
about the
getting there.
Aquanids?
I'll tell you later. This is where we take a leap of faith.
What do you mean?
Hop on and find out.
Now what?
We are Tovin and Oxton of the Eleni. Our friend Benville went out to explore somewhere far away. We fear he has not survived the journey, but we hope to find him and see what happened. Will you assist us?
I don't think anyone heard you. Nothing is happening.
Patience! Give it a moment!
It's amazing. I've
And
never
again,
seen
these
views like
scenes
this.
are not connected
This
yet.
is nothing. They get even better, especially higher up. The loot region. I remember Benville tell me about it.
This is just the work that I've done so far. And they're not connected. There's a couple of scenes that I can add now. But I'm pretty proud of it so far. Well, how long is this again? Let's see, properties, details. Why doesn't it say? Thank you. No, it's been a journey. And yeah, I'm very happy with what it's turning out to be. Ain't no denying that. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work too. And this is the way I'm handling this is the same way that I'm handling the first comic that I ever did, Sage of Sunset, which is where this page is from that I was showing earlier. Where I'm not here to make the best thing in the world. I'm not here to be a perfect creator.
That look.
Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. I'm not here to be the best. I'm here to create something I want to be proud of and to show the world what I'm made of. And I think I'm doing pretty well. Happily. And I know that it is a lot of work. I got a direction. I know where I'm going, which is more than I had for Sage of Sunset, in the beginning at least. But yeah, you keep going, you get better, and you start understanding more and more of what you're supposed to be doing. and eventually you go to a point where you can say, "Yeah, I'm happy with what it's turning out to be," and I'm at that point. But there's still 8.5 minutes of animation to be done. We're not there yet, and that is okay. Um, but it's coming around. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to other scenes. I'm looking forward to getting more work done. It's just gonna take time, and that's fine. I don't mind things taking time. I don't mind things being hard. Um, but it's also very realistic of me that I at most have 2 to 3 hours a day to work on this, unless I really don't want to see my family at all. Um, because I do this while working, while taking care of Aurora, because I don't have to work, because I broke my hip, yada 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 yada. I'm just glad to be back on that regard. Uh, but it also means that I have very little time to work on this, um, or I would have to work on this after Aurora goes to bed. Um, and that means that I won't be seeing Lucy very much because she works as well. She makes more money than I do, that's for sure. And that's okay. I don't care, but it does mean that her work comes first and my hobbies come second. And we both agreed that we would never get kids to send them to daycare every single day of the week. So we both part time. Might become full time. We'll see. But it's it's fine the way it is. But yeah, comic and animation work is on a low right now, and that's cool. Um, yeah, I do what I have to do, but it's also that I don't like because I'm doing so much with my daughter. Because I have the privilege to be a work at home dad or be a home dad. Uh, I don't miss art as much um, as I used to because it doesn't have to be an escape. Whereas my entire life, up until me getting my relationship with Luce, it was like if and it was a great escape. It was wonderful, and I still love everything about art that there is. But it's not an escape anymore, and that means that the priority to keep going and to the need to have that valve, it's not really there. Like, yeah, it's frustrating because I have a toddler. Like, she knows the word no right now, and she will say it a million times a day. Um, and that's okay. She's wonderful. I love my daughter. She can be five hands full, but she is my daughter, and I will always love her to bits. I love taking care of her. It is one of my favorite things to do in the world. Um, but yeah, it leaves art on the wayside a little more than sometimes I'd like, but I'm also okay with it. If I didn't, here's the thing: if I would not have been okay with how things are right now, I would have changed them. Luz already like said to me, if you need more time to art, if you want more time for art, take it. You have that space if you want to, but I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. Like it's so much fun to be able to be a dad that it's okay to um, not be an animator or be a comic creator 24/7. In a couple of weeks, there will be Castlefest. If you're European and you love fantasy festivals, we are there at the Writers' Market. I am so much looking forward to it. We are going to have Life On Cora number 7 there finally. Last year, I had so many people going. Let's see. No, we don't do three. Um, so so many people came up to me going, "But you're not done yet." I'm like, "Nope, sorry. The work, the book is done, but the Kickstarter backers get it first." Um, so that's a thing. Um, and I hope that that is going to give me the mental push again to start working on Lava Core number 8 again. Because right now, and well, before my accident in November already, I was kind of looked like I was kind of done with the project because it had been my life for 5 years at that point, more 7. At some point, like you want to look at something else, and I'm glad that I was able to start at Sage of Sunset. I still don't work on it as much as I'd like to. I don't work at it as much as I'd want to sometimes, but I don't hate the fact that I can't. I'm not annoyed by not being able to do it. And the fact that I have the time, well, when I get the time to work on it, it means it feels a lot more fulfilling to be able to get something done. And yeah, like the page that I showed you just now took me weeks in between sessions because of life. And it's one of my favorite pages because I got to get back to it, look at it, and go, that needs some work. That's fine. This page is going to be amazing. And it is. I love it. Um, and it's the same with Hung Animation. Like the moment I get to be in this chair and I get to work on it now, I love being able to work on it. Where at the end of last year, I started to just feel done with everything. And I was keeping up, I was showing a mask of what, yeah, the person I wanted to be, but life just put me in a position where art wasn't a priority. And I still love the community that I'm in. I love the creator community that I'm in, and um, I don't think that will ever change. But right now, I don't mind the way things are going. I don't mind that the Fairies and Ents website is offline. I'm looking to get it back up and keep that rolling again. The reason it's down is because there wasn't a way for Dutch people to pay it because PayPal isn't a big thing and credit cards aren't a thing in the Netherlands. So I'm working on a way to find a website host that will be able to fix that for me. Um, so that's why that is offline, and because the subscription that I had with the previous um, website host um, was coming to an end, and so I pay for 2 years every single time, and I was like, you know what, this can be put on the wayside now because I want to change anyway, and there's no way for me to update my website right now. Um, so that is coming back because I love the books that I published. I think that the books that I published deserve every pair of eyes that they can get. whether it's my own books or those that I published, because I I love the people that I met through the last 8 years ish of comic creation. I love the people that um, buy my books, buy their books, who are willing to give me a chance when it comes to making art for them, um, and to show off what kind of creator I am and how serious I take this, even though I don't always get the time to work on it as much as I want. Um, and whether that is a logo or a cover or a full comic or animation, you're always going to get 120% from me because every job is a $1 million job. Um, and yeah, I think that's the note that I'm going to leave today with. I want to thank Donna for coming out to hang out and have a chat. For the people that are just lurking, thanks for hanging out as well. I hope I entertained you for the last 40 plus minutes. And a big thanks to my patrons over on Patreon who help me keep creating on a monthly basis. And yeah, you get a ton of extras. Whether I will make the creature creator tier where. Why isn't it working? What is up with it? I don't know. It wasn't reacting. Um, if you want to see more like that, hit me up on Patreon. You're gonna get previews and sketches and stuff. And the tier for $5 says that you will be a creature creator, which means every month I do a live stream where you get to decide what I design next. I'm probably gonna take that out because Life On Cora, as I said, is not that big on my mind as it used to be. Um, but we'll see where that goes. I'm looking forward to CastleFest because every single time the amount of people that come up to me going, "You have the best comic in the world, and I want more of this," make sure that I make another one. And yeah, those kinds of reactions, those kinds of live reactions from people are something every single creator in the world lives for. Um, and it's one of those places where I got that response, and it is such it's so humbling to be able to say that something you create is someone's favorite series, um, and they come back for you, not even for your books, but for you as a person, and that kind of celebrity feeling is invigorating. It is not invigorating. It's such a big drive, and I guess over the past year I lost that feeling because of everything happening, and I just need an ego boost, I guess. Um, because sometimes you just need to pick me up, and I love what I'm creating. I love what I'm doing. Um, it has been wonderful to work with the people that I'm working with, and I'm looking forward to making more. But with that said, I'm gonna wish you all a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, happy time zone to everybody, and we will see you next week here on Hung in Animation at 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central European Time, or 8 a.m. Eastern. Take care, lovelies.